Hello. How's everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome to our Saturday stream. How y'all doing? My name is rbPlays. I am your humble host on this side of the screen. Thanks so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, then grab a snack, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, and tell me this ain't the best experience that you've ever had. It probably won't be, but that's okay. We try. As Darth Vader says, in this corner we have the lion tamer. I am not really a lion tamer. If I got into the ring with a lion, I would probably not come out. The lion would eat me. Guaranteed. But if this is your first time here and you do stick around for a while and you do like what you see, then, by all means, hit that follow button. Get notified every time we go live, which is every Saturday, unless something pops up. But every Saturday. It's good times. We also try to do a just chatting stream at least once a month. I think we're going to combine those today. We're going to do a little bit of base building, but we're going to do a lot of chatting today too. It's a new month. It is now April of 2026, everybody. April 2026. Ooh. Artemis 2 is halfway to the moon. I haven't looked yet today. I know that they're halfway though, because they were almost halfway when I went to bed last night. NASA real time. Artemis 2 real time. There it is. There's the Artemis tracker right there. So we're 2 days, 13 hours, 56 minutes mission elapsed time, and currently 159,256 miles away from the Earth, 118,687 miles left to go to the moon. I'm super excited. I have been geeking out about this all week, y'all. I watched the launch the other day. I keep checking back on the Artemis tracker because I am a space nerd. I love everything about space, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Artemis 2 is headed toward the moon. Oh, and the moon is right. And the moon is right there. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. They're getting super close. Of course, they're due to fly around the moon on Monday. I don't know exactly what time Monday. I do have to. I want to check that out. But yeah, due to fly around the moon on Monday, and boy oh boy, boy oh buddy, boy oh buddy. This is the first time that we've had a lunar mission of any kind. Manned lunar mission since I was 3 months old. The last lunar mission happened in December of 1972. I was 3 months old. Talk about feeling old. So I can honestly say that there was a lunar mission now twice in my lifetime. I don't remember the first one. What I do know about the first one was it was the only time that an actual scientist went to the moon. Apollo 17, which was the last mission to go to the moon, and one of the crew members that went down to the moon surface was a geologist sent there to collect samples and study moon rocks. Before that, Apollos 1 through 16, any of those that were manned surface lander missions, so everything from Apollo 11 on, because Apollo 11 was the first time we went to the moon, that we actually put people on the surface. there were no scientists. They were all pilots. They were all test pilots, essentially. They were all astronauts. But Apollo 17 was the one and only time that we've actually sent someone to the moon that knew something about geology. That was their big thing, right? That was their field of expertise. So this time around, since there aren't any people going to the surface, this is just a lunar flyby, there are no geologists. But I hope that when Artemis 3 goes up, which is supposed to only be a couple of years away, that they have actual scientists, because that would be fantastic. And yes, Darth, we are getting old. We are 100% getting old. I know I'm old. Old, decrepit. I was out mowing the lawn yesterday. Mowing the leaves, more accurately. Mowing the leaves and the weeds. My ankle decided that it was not interested. We got weather coming in today later on. It's the same weather that's been across the Midwest, that was going across the Midwest yesterday. Some of that is supposed to hit us today. It's not supposed to be bad for us. It's just supposed to rain. But I wanted to get some of the yard work done yesterday, and my every time the weather changes, my right ankle, speaking of getting old, my right ankle decides to tell me in no uncertain terms that it's just not willing to participate. Normally I use the riding mower, but the riding mower's got a flat, so now I'm waiting on a tube for the wheel. That will be here on Monday. You feel my pain? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. This coming week, don't have a bad knee and arm. I was in a car accident about, I guess it's probably been, has it been 10 years now? 10 years ago, I guess. I guess it's been about 10 years now, maybe even more than that. I was in a car accident, and I think, seatbelt was going across here. Seatbelt got a hold of this shoulder, and I mean, it hurt for a little while, and then it stopped. And I was like, okay, well, I'll be fine. I never went to the hospital after that incident. I should have. But the airbag absolutely beat me to death. Well, not to death, but beat me up pretty good. And then, of course, the seatbelt, right? Over the last couple of years, I think that accident did some damage to the shoulder, because it hurts, and it's getting worse. So it doesn't hurt right now, but I can tell that it's going to, and it's from here all the way up into here, right in that area where the seatbelt would have, could have caused me some problems. And then, of course, I also have a bad knee. It's not bad, but when I was a kid, I was into doing freestyle tricks on bikes, skateboards and stuff. So I've got this wrist, which I fell exactly 1 year apart, 2 times, 1 year apart, and broke this wrist in exactly the same place, both times. I've got this shoulder from the car accident. This ankle over here was a basketball injury. The one that's been bugging me the last couple of days is a basketball injury from when I was a teenager. And then also when I was a teenager, I was riding bikes doing freestyle tricks, and I fell off my bike at speed, and this whole side of my body, including my left knee, has issues. It was I was not kind. I was not kind to my body when I was a young lad, and I pay for it now. I pay for it now. Yeah. There are new sound alerts. 2 metal plates, 14 screws. That sounds awful. That sounds awful. So yeah, was mowing the lawn yesterday. And had the riding mower out for a while, and the tire went flat on it. And of course, I didn't notice right away, so it took the valve stem and sucked it back inside of the rim, just from turning the wheel and such. And so now it's, now I can't. Now I have to take the wheel apart just to try and put some air in it. It probably won't hold. So yeah, I just decided to go ahead and buy a new tube. It'll be here Monday. We bought the front door. We bought the new front door for the house. It got delivered yesterday. I was going to turn that into YouTube content.
Pull the lever, Bronk.
We have new channel reward points, by the way. That one's an old one, but there are some other new ones in there that you might be interested in. Maybe. There's a new one for stretch. There's a new one for hydrate. There's a new one for something. Oh, the hype train. We got to get a hype train going before we can play that one, though.
And keep breathing. Really stretch. And back to center.
Okay, since Darth wants me to stretch, we shall stretch. Oh, and I kind of need this. Oh. Whew. Mark is complete. Mark is complete. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when they play the pull the lever one. I don't know what lever I'm supposed to pull. I don't even have... Wait, hold on. Do I have... Hold on. Wait, I know what to do. I know what to do. Hold on. Let's go over here for a second. Lever. It won't do anything, but we'll pull the lever. There. Okay, we pulled the lever. Wow, screen tearing is something today. I'm using a cheap HDMI capture card, so that's probably why. Oh. Thunderstorm popped up. All right, so we pulled the lever. What else did I want? So we got the new door for the front of the house. The old door is kind of rotten away, so we gotta get that fixed. I still have a few things I've got to buy for that. I've been waiting until April because Discover is offering bonus cash back this month at home improvement stores. Well, this 3 months really at home improvement stores. And so I waited until now to buy the door, which I can pay for. I've got money to pay for it. It's just I can now get it cheaper because extra 5% off. Then also the other thing that I've got going on is I've started working on a redesign. Of the CNC router. I've decided to revisit that project again. And so here's where we're at with that. Here's where we're at with that. Got a long way to go. But I've been looking at CNC routers. I was thinking I would just buy one, but I really don't want to do that. So I think we're just going to make one. So this is the base, linear rails for the sides for the gantry system. And now I'm working on building up the gantry system. This piece right here is the start of what will be the gantry supports so that the machine can go back and forth and so forth. And then we'll have to do, so this is our, I guess you could call this our x-axis. Next up is going to be our y-axis going across, and then Z will be up and down. So that's where we're at right now. I started working on that last night-ish. There we go. That's better. Sorry, the music was a little loud in my ear holes. I have music playing. You guys don't know that, though. Because you can't hear it because YouTube freaks out every time I put music in my stream. I don't know why. It's royalty-free music. But here we are. Speaking of YouTube, nobody's watching over there. I'm not sure, but we might be modless today. Hard to say. Hard to say. It might just be me and you today, Darth. I don't know. Ain't nobody around right now. But that's okay. I'm used to streaming for small groups. Let's see here. What else is important that we talk about? What else is important? So the CNC router. The CNC router for the shop. One of the reasons why I'm super interested in CNC routers is I want to be able to do a couple of things. Number one, in the cutting boards that I make, you're not small. I didn't say you were small. I'm saying my audience is small. I'm streaming for 1, maybe 2 people right now. And that's okay. That's okay. But one use that for the CNC router is on the cutting boards that I make. It'll give me an easy way to do inlays. So if somebody wants an inlay in their cutting board, then we'll have that. Second is I want to be able to cut juice grooves without the use of a hand router. I want to be able to cut juice grooves in those cutting boards. I don't get very many cutting board orders where people want juice grooves, but when they do, something like a CNC router will make that easier. We'll make that an easier process. I gotta take this hat off. It's getting warm in here. That's more gooder. And then the other thing that I want to be able to do with CNC router is I want to be able to cut guitar bodies. I want to be able to cut guitar bodies. I don't know if I'm going to become a luthier, but I've always had a passion for music. I've always had a passion for guitar. I can't play them. I mean, I can string a couple of chords together, but not well. But my kid, my middle son, is very good at guitar. So he can play them for me. And then, you know, I would like to, I'm looking at things that I can do in my retirement. I've been thinking a lot about retirement over the last, we'll say year. I keep joking that my annual late November, all of December vacation that I take is practicing for retirement. It's not anymore. It's not practicing for retirement. It's mini retirement. And I want to be in a position where I have something that I can do in my retirement that will help to supplement our retirement income. The company that I work for, the industry that I'm in, I have a fairly good retirement package. I've got a 401k, I've got a pension, I've got railroad retirement insurance, you know, like Social Security, except it's through the railroads. So money-wise, we'll be okay, but I still want something to do that does not involve high pressure. So I want to be able to make guitars. I want to be able to make furniture. I want to be able to make knickknacks and do craft shows, you know, little street vendor setups, you know, where I can just sit there. I can just go out there. I can set up a table, and I can sell my wares. But also enjoy creating, right? Of course, we'll most likely have this. So being a content creator, let's talk about that. Do I want to be rbPlays, Twitch streamer extraordinaire, YouTube sensation, for the rest of my life? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm having fun doing it. So probably that window back there is driving me crazy. I might have to fix that. I've also been thinking about changing around my office a little bit. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We'll see. But anyway, making guitars. I've been watching a lot of luthier content. Daisy Tempest. She does acoustic guitars. She's doing acoustic guitars out of a tree house in Australia. So, like, that's fantastic. I don't know that I would want to make acoustic guitars. Those take a lot of those take a lot of talent. A lot of talent that I don't know that I have. But electric guitars. I am an electrician by trade, so I'm good with electronics. I can't solder for crap, but I can practice that. I haven't had I keep joking that I can't solder. If I just practice, I would be fine at it. But I haven't had any reason to solder anything. So there we have it. But yeah, I want to make guitars, and I want to make furniture, and I want to make cutting boards and coasters and chess boards, and you know, I want to just make things. To that end, that's where we're trying to get to in the now under 9 years that I have left before I can retire. I will be 54. I will be 54 this year. That'll get me down to 8 years. I have to. So railroads are weird. You know, there's a retirement age for everything. The minimum retirement age for railroad retirement is 60. You have to be 60 years old to retire, but you also have to have 30 years of service to get full retirement. I started late. I started when I was 32. So I have to work until I'm 62 to get my 30 years. Once I get that 30 years, things will be fantastic. But I got to get to that 30 years. So I will have to work until I will have to work until January of 2035. I will have to work until January of 2035 to get my 30 years. I only have to work one day. Once you work one day in your 360th month, then that whole month counts. So I only have to work one day to get 30 years of service. But it's not until 2035. So yeah, we're at 9 years, 8.5. We're at 8.5, 8 3/4. We'll call it 8 and I don't know, 8 and something. Yeah. So over the next 8 years, I got to figure out what I want to do in my retirement. And it doesn't help. Oh, this week, I had meetings with the railroad that's trying to buy my railroad. I have to be careful with what I say, but they have given me and my team no reason to be excited about this. They've given us no reason to be excited about this. The way that other railroad does training is not the same way that we do training. We've known this since this all came about. We've known that was true. Well, this past week on Monday, we had meetings with them, and theory confirmed. But we've also gotten some revised timelines for when things will happen if the acquisition is approved. So at the end of this month, at the end of April, there will be another filing with the STB to buy my railroad. If that is approved, if that purchase agreement, if that purchase application contract is approved by the STB, then it will take a minimum of 2 years. It'll take a minimum of 2 years for the two railroads to truly become one railroad, people-wise. So all of their employment records, all of their training records, all of their certifications, any data, any online data will take 2 years. Then after that, then they will start the training integration process. And that training integration process, I have been told, is for my group is second in line. Of the 3 major training groups that we have, mine is second in line for integration. So from right now, from today, we're probably a year, maybe 2, from we're probably a year-ish, possibly as far as 2, but a year-ish for STB approval. Yes, you can buy this railroad. From that point, it's going to be another 2 for the integration process for people to complete. So that gives me a minimum of 3 years. And then it's probably going to be another year before they get to the mechanical group, my group, the training integration. So from today, I've got 4, maybe 5 years of certainty. We'll call it certainty, even though you can never be certain of anything. But I got to tell you guys, this scares the piss out of me. This whole thing scares the piss out of me. I've gotten to a point. I've gotten myself and my family to a point where we are comfortable. We're comfortable. We're not super wealthy. We're not broke. We're comfortable. And I'm going to be vulnerable here for you guys for just a minute. This scares the piss out of me because what I do right now, this is what I know. This is what I'm good at. And I have had people both from my railroad and other railroads and federal agencies like the STB, like the FRA, tell me personally that I'm good at what I do. And that means a lot, right? That means a lot to be recognized by your peers and by people who are in a position to judge you. For them to say, you're really good at this. That means a lot. And if this acquisition is approved, I won't do this anymore. I will have to do something else because the railroad that is buying our railroad doesn't do what we do. So where does RB fit into the training model for this other railroad? He doesn't. Not anything that I can see. Now, is there going to be a job for me over there? Probably. Am I going to get my 8-ish years to get to retirement? I believe I will, but there are some variables there. The biggest variable is where. Because again, for the next 3 to 5, we'll call it 3 to 5 years, nothing really is going to change here. So my job here for the next 3 to 5 years is relatively safe. Now, again, there are variables, there are things that can change. There are decisions that have yet to be made. So 3 to 5 years, like, we're going to be fine. We can stay where we're at. I can do the work that I'm doing. It's going to be fine. But after that 3 to 5 years, what will the job be and where will it be? Now, I have a plan, but I don't know if that plan's going to work out. The plan is that if this other railroad is going to make me move, I know where I want them to move me to if it can happen. Mrs. RB and I, again, have been talking about retirement. And part of that conversation on retirement is, where do you want to retire? Where do we want to end up? Well, Mrs. RB has decided that she wants to end up back home. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not a fan of winter. I've never been a fan of winter, except for the one time that I went skiing and I ran over a 6-year-old, but that's another story. But if we're going to end up back home and I can get this other railroad to help us move there, which is a possibility because the way that this other railroad does do training there could be an opportunity for me to do that type of training there where I'm from. And if I can get them to foot the bill to get me there, that's one thing on the retirement checklist that we can go relocate. Hey, you know what, guys? We're not dropping any frames this week. We have dropped 0 frames this week. I changed the bit rate on the stream, and we are not dropping any frames. I also fixed the integrated chat. So what I had to do, and it's a shame that Istrissy's not here because he would be interested in this probably. What I had to do was, so StreamerBot, you can run it in Wine. Wine is not an emulator. You can run it in Wine and it works. But there's something that happened in a recent update that caused that StreamerBot functionality in Wine to not work exactly the way that it's supposed to. So my integrated chat was blank last week. But I found a program. I had heard about it many times, but it's a Wine variant. It's called Bottles. And on Linux, you can create these quote unquote emulated environments. Looking to move to your hometown in Arizona. Okay, very cool. How far of a move would that be from where you're at now? Like, how many miles would you have to go? Because for me, a relocation back to where I'm from. I don't want to make it sound like that's nothing, but that's not bad. Like, you know, I figure anything less than 100 miles is doable. Easily doable. Good morning, Deether, watching on YouTube. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. But yeah, I figure anything under 100 miles is relatively easily doable, right? There's always logistics that you have to consider, but 85 miles, 100 miles, doable. I'm looking at 720 miles. Not as easy. But again, if I can get someone else to do it for me because they're requiring me to move, would be fantastic. It'd be fantastic. But anyway, I got the multi-chat working by opening it up in Bottles now. So it is creating a contained Windows environment. And honestly, it's running flawlessly. So I've got multi-chat here in OBS. I've got the YouTube video over here. I've got Twitch over here as well. I've got multi-chat here. I can see everything. Everybody's there. All of the events happen. It's fantastic. It's so good. It's so good. Bottles. There's one more variable. That I'm trying to work out. Stream Deck's working. OBS is working. I can update titles from OBS. I can go live on multiple. I'm using Atom, AITUM, Atom Multi-Stream to be able to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. With the other multi-stream plugin that I was using, all I had to do was hit the go live button on my Stream Deck and it would go live to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. Atom isn't doing that. 99 bottles on the wall. Yes. Atom isn't doing that. When I hit go live, it only goes live on Twitch. And then I have to, as a separate action, I have to click on YouTube in OBS to go live to YouTube. Manageable. Don't like it. I want to hit the button once and have it work. According to the stuff online, it's supposed to. So I don't know if there's a little piece missing in in the Linux version of OBS that's causing that to not happen. It's supposed to be in settings, and I go to settings and it's not there. Again, manageable. It's one extra click. I can handle that. But I'd rather not if I can avoid it. So there's that, and then there's one other variable that's keeping me on Windows on the laptop, on the gaming laptop, and that one variable is Fusion 360. There's another variable that I haven't even looked into yet, and that is some of the stuff that I do for work I have to do on this laptop as well. Work gives me a laptop, but IT has got it locked down so hard I can't install anything on it that I need for some of the other projects that my managers give me. Sorry about keeping going to my nose. My allergies have been crazy these last couple of weeks. It's driving me insane. My nose is super itchy today. But so I do banners. I make banners, posters, stickers, for work. So hard hat stickers, posters to put on the wall. I just did a couple of posters in the last couple of weeks for our safety orientation classroom. You know, it shouldn't take a regulation for you to stay off your phone. There's a regulation that says that railroad workers, if they're within 4 feet of an active rail, can't be on a cell phone. And yet we have people out there all the time that are so connected to their cell phones that they can't put them down. So in safety orientation, it's a 1 week class where we teach you about being railroaders. We want to drive home that you absolutely should not be on your cell phone. There is an exception for company provided devices, but none of these people have company provided devices. So they need to not be on their phone. They need to not even have their phone on them when we go outside. Allergies. So I do printing stuff. And then, of course, I do 3D printing stuff. And in the 3D printing stuff, I design a lot of my own stuff. And I use Fusion 360 for that. I can use FreeCAD. FreeCAD is native to Linux. It's open source. And it works. FreeCAD is a powerful piece of software. FreeCAD is a powerful piece of software, but it doesn't work the same as Fusion 360. I know Fusion 360. I still have a lot to learn about Fusion 360, but it's not the same as Fusion 360. I really want FreeCAD to work. I want FreeCAD to be a viable option for me, but as of right now, it is not. Everything in Fusion 360 is intuitive. The way that the menus are laid out, the way that the processes work, the functionality, you know, just the creating a threaded hole in a component in Fusion 360 is super simple. Creating a threaded hole in a component on FreeCAD is not overly complicated, but it's more complicated, and it shouldn't be. And I understand that there's proprietary things, that there's proprietary code that Fusion uses that FreeCAD probably can't use without intellectual property rights claims. I get that. But at the same time, these developers are creating, developers in conjunction with legal teams are creating a world where they're making things difficult for everyone that doesn't have to be difficult. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be this hard. It doesn't have to be this hard. But my company, on the laptop that they give me, I used to have administrative rights, so I could install whatever I needed to. I could run whatever software I needed. And last year they decided that they weren't going to do that anymore, and everything has to run through IT. And if it's not a railroad industry related piece of software, they don't approve it. So I can't put my my banner software on there, my vinyl cutter software, my 3D printer software. I can't run any of that. I can't run any of that on my work laptop. I have to run it on my personal one. Now, the bonus to that is that I get use of that stuff anytime I want, as long as I provide the materials. So if I need to 3D print something for here, as long as I've bought the filament for it, my boss is like, do what you got to do. We're running it off of your laptop anyway, so have at it, which is great. Same thing with the CNC router at work. We have a CNC router, and I can't run the software. I can't run the software on the work laptop, so I run it on here. Most of that stuff works on Linux. 3D printer works fine. CNC router works fine, with the exception of designing the components. Again, I can design them in FreeCAD, but FreeCAD is not, I'm not strong in FreeCAD. Fusion 360 is the one that I'm stronger in. There is supposedly a way to get FreeCAD to work in Linux. I just haven't nailed it down yet. And I haven't even tried to get the vinyl cutter to work in Linux yet, on Linux yet. Inkscape is a wonderful SVG vector-based graphics program. It's fine for designing the stuff that I need to cut, but then being able to utilize a program called Ink Cut is the part where it'll send it to the vinyl cutter and be able to cut all the things. So that's one of the next things that I need to figure out is how to use Inkscape/Ink Cut to run the vinyl cutter, and how to either get Fusion working in Linux or get better at FreeCAD. And I want FreeCAD to be an option. I do want FreeCAD to be an option. It's just right now it is not. We are up to FreeCAD 1.2, which is awesome, and it is correcting a lot of the things that I'm having trouble with. So I am very cautiously optimistic that eventually FreeCAD will prove to be valuable for me in my needs. But until then, I got to keep running Windows on this laptop. We've been chatting for an hour. An hour? Yeah, we've been chatting for almost an hour now. Let's go ahead and jump into game for a little bit. I said that this was going to be a chatting and base building session, so let's go ahead and jump into game for a minute. We can still chat while we're doing this, but let's get our stickiest stick. And let's go. Let's do this right here, and then we'll get rid of this right here. Yep. And then we'll do the same thing here and here. And we can get rid of this here now. And we need one of these here, right? Right? I believe that is the case. I believe that is exactly what I want. Seems to be working. Silk Touch. We need to get that and turn it into the Illuminati. Okay. All right. So we're going to put... How many in between? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. All right. Now do that, do that, do that. And then do this. Oh, okay, wait a minute. You should not be there. And you should not be there. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Looks like I need to do this. Hey, morning, Diamond Anvil. Oh, I can change the lights? I can change the color? How do I do that? I will have to research this. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect. Honestly, I'm not mad at the color, but if I can change the color, yeah, that sounds phenomenal. Open Mage Book. Okay. No. What did I do? Crap. Conjure Mage Light. Okay. Select spell page. Hold on. Oh, spell style? No. All right, so this is the spell page for dancing lights. Hang on, let's do something here real quick. Let's make it daytime. Oops. All right, so spell page. Determines what the spell does after it hits the target. Okay. Bottom tab on the left. Is it this one? Dynamic lights are turned off. No. Bottom tab. That's okay. No worries. Spell style. Projectile. Flare, none. I mean, this seems... What is going on with Discord? What is going on with Discord? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Pretty sure it's in the quest book? Okay, hang on one second. Okay. All right. Okay. Pretty sure it's in the quest book. All right, well, let's look at the quest book. Quests. So, this is Ars Nouveau. I haven't made a lot of progress with this yet. Well, that opened up a lot of things. So it's I'm unlocking. Check the early tabs. Starting out. Are you talking about early tabs in Ars Nouveau, or are you talking about early tabs in... Hang on a minute. Let's just this is all XP based, so just unlock all of those. Spell book, first spell. Create and use tier 1 glyphs. You need to upgrade your spells. Spell style, mage light, color. You're a wizard, Harry. For starters, okay, yeah. Oops. All right. Spell style, mage light, color. I don't know where that is. open. Okay, open the book. So see spell style, mage light color. All right, I'm on the spell styles tab. Conjure mage light. Hold shift. We'll use the spell color. All right. So, okay. So is there a color? Is there a glyph for adding color? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Mrs. RB's awake. Oh, why am I hot? All right. Anyway, I feel really dumb right now because I don't know. Select the tab on the right of your. Wait, what? Select the tab on right for your spell light. All right, this is the spell. This is the page for the spell. Summon steed effects. Break, conjure. Augment? While in styles. All right, so spell style. Ah, conjure mage light. Look at that. Look at that. We figured it out, guys. Look at you, Diamond, being all helpful this morning. Cheers, buddy. Mm-hmm. First try. Okay, so what color? Wow, that you can't even see that. I don't know if I like that. Clear if I want to drive myself crazy. Yeah, like so I selected black. Evidently black is not the color to choose. Oh, where is this guy? Ooh, diamond pants, diamond leggings, and it gives me. Oh yeah, that's yep. We're gonna buy those. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? There he is. I found him. I found him. We'll buy some slime balls because why not? Oh, for crying out loud, you're making me break all my stuff, dude. God bless it. So what all did I have in this? What all did I have in this? I don't know. I don't know what I had in that. I mean, obviously it was... Obviously it was that. But I don't know what else it was. I don't know what else is in there. I got this fancy axe off of a wandering trader, and it is so good. Like, it is so good. There's one of the llamas. Where's the other one? Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. Hi. Okay. Fix that. Fix that problem. I guess we'll put those in there. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so I've changed this to black. I don't know if I know what you're saying about if I want to drive myself crazy. This would drive me crazy. Trying to figure out where... Okay. Trying to figure out where everything is lit up. Yeah, maybe gray. All right, let's look at that. Spell style. Conjure mage light. Color gray. I mean, I wouldn't say that's gray. I would say that's white, wouldn't you? I would say that's white. What if... Yeah, there is a color picker. Or a rainbow. It didn't change anything. Location might be bugged. Try another spot. Okay. All right, let's do gray again. No, that's still white. I think I'm going to go with red. For now. We'll come back to this maybe later. Maybe. Yeah, the red doesn't look bad. The red doesn't look bad. Let's make this whole row red. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I still haven't made a decision on this. So we were trying to figure out how to make this, you know, like we wanted to figure out something glass last week for this. Drop a framed block in the build every now and then and hit it with a glowstone. Ooh, maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That could work, yeah. That could work. That could work. That warrants consideration. That warrants consideration. We need more stone. We also need to put stuff away. Okay. Let's put this away. Let's put this away. Let's put this away. Okay. All right. More stone. More cobblestone. One more. And now see if we can get this corner made. Good morning, James Stencil. How we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Glad you are here. Yep, I think that's where I want that to be. I do believe. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. So last week, Istrisi suggested that we do a kind of like a Stargate pyramid out here, and I couldn't disagree with that. I was like, yeah, that's yeah. I don't disagree with that. Something isn't right here. Something isn't right here. One, two, three, four, five, six. I mean, I guess it's right. It's showing right. Oh. So yeah, we're trying to do a kind of like a Stargate pyramid. I don't know how well it's working out. We'll see. So now I guess now we need to figure out where this other corner is going to go. So it'll be here. And then here. Stand at the top and shoot down a row. Yes. Could do that. Yes. Recently had thoughts to try RF Tools Builder. Not sure yet what shapes it can do. Yeah, RF Tools Builder could be cool. This will give me my corner right here. Yeah, that'll give me my corner. That should give me my corner. Actually, it might be too high. I may have gone just a little bit too tall. That's okay though. No, that's the right height. Perfect. Maybe. Might be perfect. Might not be perfect. I don't know. I got that one block there. The stretch, even though nobody asked for it. Ow. I have that one block there that is lighting is weird. All right, while we're at it, let's go ahead and make this whatever this is going to be. Honestly, what is this going to be? Let's see here. I can't think of what I need this to be. You would have thought I would use stairs down the outside? Yeah, it could have, but I didn't. Honestly, I hadn't thought about it that closely. And now it's, you know, I am still nervous about falling, and I have a jetpack. Like, what is that all about? Still nervous about falling, and I have a jetpack. Skill issues? I mean, yes, that's probably true. That's probably true. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. Does it have Forgiving Void? I haven't tested it. So, full disclosure, I haven't died yet. In this world, I haven't died at all yet. So there may not be a skill issue. I don't know. There could be a skill issue. I don't know what I want this to be, so I know what I'm going to make it. I don't know what I want this to be, so I know what I'm going to make it. Free runners might be nice for you. Creepers inbound in 3, 2, 1. Maybe. Maybe not. Backpack. Buckets. Creepers can't spawn in water, though, right? They can't spawn in water, right? I don't need a giant pool, but maybe I do. I don't know. Did we ever get that resin block thing going? No, we did not. We did not. We probably should. We probably should. Why is... So... mobs can't spawn in water, right? Well, water spawnable mobs can. You know what I need? It's a shame this is a swamp. I need a steady source of... Ooh, we're in a swamp. You know what spawns in swamps? Slimes. Slimes spawn in swamps. Anyway. This can be extended out to something else. You know what this could be over here? This corner I mean, yeah, maybe. If we were to build a bigger mob farm with vector plates and stuff like that, we would be able to get slimes from that because we're in a swamp. And as long as the light level is dark enough in a swamp, slimes will spawn. I really wish I could get that screen tearing to not happen. I mean, I don't know. How's this thing doing? It's full. Industrial foregoing Fisher. Ooh, yes, maybe. Maybe. That's possible. Marine Fisher. Simple machine frame. We also need plastic, which we do not have yet. And we get that from a dissolution chamber, which we do not have yet. Do we feel like jumping into that today? We could get... So in order to get plastic, we have to get latex. Or polymer resin. Oh, wait. Polymer resin? What? What is that? Those are plastic sheets. Okay. Ah, okay. Plastic sheets. So plastic comes from dried rubber, but where do plastic sheets come from? So plastic sheets come from polymer resin. Polymer resin comes from naphtha buckets. Naphtha buckets come from something that I don't have. Plastic sheets and pillowcases. Sure. Sure. Latex processing unit. Pity machine frame. I think we can make a lot of that stuff. We need to collect some stuff though, right? Apparently we're doing this, yeah? Apparently we're doing this. All right, so how do I get the latex, though? The latex that's from, yeah. Typing is not my strong suit today. ATEX, latex. Latex. Fluid extractors. Yep, we need a fluid extractor. Pity machine frame. We need a piston. And a gold plate. All right, we got a latex processing unit, or we got a fluid extractor. So we need to get a fluid extract. We need to get power to this, I'm guessing. Let's just put this right here, he said questioningly. No. Okay, you've got no power. Why do you have no power? Oh, because it needs to be... No. What? Oh, that's an item. Ugh. Don't put that there. Don't put that there. Put it... Put it there. Now you have power? Now you have power. Okay, we're good now. Come over here, get some sprucity spruce. And give me latex. Yeah, there we go. We're getting latex. Does it create from Zycraft resin? I don't know. Yeah, and that's why I put it next to power, because I knew it would run faster with power. Next up, we need the latex processing unit. This guy. So we need to make another one of these. Need a furnace. Acacia yields 2 times more latex. Good to know. Let's fix that right now. Latex processing unit. Latex processing unit. Do I need to add water to this? Does this need water and latex, or just latex? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, while we're figuring that out, let's also get some acacia saplings. Do I have an acacia sapling? I have 1 acacia sapling. We need a hopper botany pot. It needs water. Okay. I need a hopper botany pot. Let's make one of those. Do I have wood essence? No. I do not. I need 3 bricks. Which I guess we could get a wood seed. I guess we could get a wood seed. Oh.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O.
It's time to hydrate. It's time to hydrate. Cheers. Love it. Love it. Oh. Mark as complete. Yes, please. Did I get my... Yes, I did. Okay. So there's that. That gives us that. Hop botany pot. So we still need 4 pieces of terracotta. Gotta love Adam Sandler. Yes, you do. Let's make it daytime. I need to apparently make more room for glass because I have a lot of glass there that I haven't sent back over here. Wait, huh? What? Oh. Oh. Okay. That might be a problem. Okay, that's fixed now. It wasn't storing the glass for us. It was unfortunate. Okay, now, hopper botany pot. Yes, please. Cool. We're gonna put this. So here's my plan for this. All of this row and all of this row are gonna do things like this, and they're gonna have the capability of having hopper botany pots because hopper botany pots will do they will hide things. So we're gonna put this right there. We need a piece of dirt. Do I have dirt in here? I do have a little bit of dirt. I have a little bit of dirt. I also need one of those. Limited spruce barrel. Oh, it's this one. I need this one right here. So I need a lever. Also need packing tape. Packing tape. I need that piece of dirt that I forgot to put in there. Okay. All right. So that will give us acacia wood. It's going to take a minute because we got to wait for the first piece so that we can put it in the drawer so that the drawer will accept it. Oh. We'll give that just a second. Oh. No, they don't. As far as I know, they don't. We shall... looking in this one. This one's just been giving me saplings and spruce wood. I wanted... What did I want? I wanted something I did earlier to do something, and it didn't do it. What was it? I had a hopper botany pot that I had that I was trying to get to do something, and I can't remember what it was now. I can't remember. But yeah, there was something that we were trying to do, and it wasn't doing it, which was kind of weird. Oh, yeah. So there's something that's there was something about Hopper Botany Pots where if you put a hoe in here, it was supposed to give you leaves. I never got any leaves out of this one, even though I had a hoe in there. It was weird. Hey, Acacia. Achacha. Achacha wood. I'll take that. We'll come back over here. Oh, that's still going. We have a bucket. We have a bucket of stuff. A bucket of stuff. And ta-da! Now it needs water. So we will have to take the water from here and put it into here. And that will give us one piece. Oh. So it's not a 1-for-1 water to resin. Try shears instead of a hoe. Ooh, I didn't even think of that. Do I have a pair of shears? I think I have a pair of shears. Where'd my other bucket go? I lost a bucket. I lost a bucket. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we shall certainly try. Takes it. It takes it. And if that's the case, might have used the bucket for a craft. It's possible, yeah. We'll see what that does. Remind me to come back and check on that in a minute or two. We're up to 2 pieces of acacia now. 3 if you include this one. So that should fill that up with latex when it's full. Then I can put that over here. How hard was it to make a sink? Actually, hold on a minute. Fluid conduit. Fluid conduit from Ender.io. Conductive alloy is iron and copper. All right. So iron, copper. I have a thing. I have a thing. Sag mill. Alloy smelter. Conductive iron. The machines can push and pull latex? Okay, good. Good. How do they push pull? Oops. Here. So aha. Aha. Okay, so head out and go back to sleep. All right, buddy. Cheers, Darth. I am finished with the withers until I can get more wither skulls. So yeah, it might be a good idea to just take that down. I need to find a better place for it anyway. A wither killing box. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay. All right. So now we were working on something else. What was that? I got distracted again. Well, I was working on fluid conduits, but now I don't really need those, do I? Here's what I need. This is what I need. I need another kitchen sink. I need another sink. That's easy enough. So I need 5 pieces of terracotta. Terracotta. And a bucket of water. I need another bucket. I know I have. I need terracotta. Oh. Okay. There's my other bucket. Well, there's a bucket. Put it that way. All right, and we'll put this sink over hither. Like so. We'll change this for water. We will change this to pull. Okay. So that will keep making latex for us now. Awesome? Sure. Sure, it's awesome. Rubber uses, I get 2, I get plastic, so I should be able to cook that now. I know, right? All right, now the whole point of this was, hold on, what was the point of this? Fisher. The whole point of this was a fisher. All right, so we need a fishing rod. That's easy enough. We need a couple of buckets. We need a couple of gears. And we need a simple machine frame. Oh, I don't have this yet. I need a dissolution chamber. All right, how do I make that? I need a diamond gear. Pity machine frame. Wow. The music that it's playing in Pretzel Rocks, the tone, the resonant tone, I could feel it in my teeth. Interesting. All right, dissolution chamber. You need power, I'm guessing. Yes, we'll just put you over here, I guess. Okay. And then to make a simple machine frame, we need a little bit of latex, which we have. So we need a pity machine frame and a gold gear. Pity machine frame, check. Gold gear, check. Oh, wow, look at that. We got all kinds of accomplishments. No, you guys do not hear the music. I am not putting the music out to the stream because YouTube freaks out. I'm the only one that can hear it. I would love to play music for you guys, but I'm tired of fighting copyright claims on free music. I'm tired of it. I need something to listen to, otherwise I get bored. But yeah. All right, we need a couple of nether bricks. I should be able to handle that because over hither. Two nether bricks. Nice. Let's see. Plastic sheets. Need a couple of iron ingots.
And keep breathing. Really
It's time to stretch.
And back to center.
Oh. I felt good. Oops. All right, I need a couple more plastic sheets over here. I'm confused. What is going on? What's going on here? Why is this not pushing latex over to here? What is going on here? They are absolutely ridiculous. I hate them so much. What is going on here? Why is this not? Okay, so left. It's not working. North is pull. Oh. Okay. So on this one, nope. There we go. We got it. So I forgot this is directional. This one here, well, they're all directional, but this one here is facing the opposite. So I had to, yeah, but it's working now. It's all good now. Now, who's trying to get my attention here? Ooh. Yeah, that's a fair assessment, Diamond. Well, I'll definitely look into that. What's weird about the music? Is that it's exactly what James said, is that they're all bogus. Like there's nothing legitimate about the claims. Like zero. They're all fake claims. Like I have permission to utilize this music, and yet it doesn't seem to matter. All right, so you nope. So I need this here, and this here, and this here. And then what was the other thing? Iron, wasn't it? Yeah, need iron. Iron. I need iron. And here we go. Fantastic. Dissolution chamber coming right up if we don't run out of power. We ran out of power. How did we run out of power trying to do this? All right. Hold on. Importer. We need more power. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. I did not build an extreme reactor yet, no. Probably should have, but I have not. Yay, simple machine frame. Yay. And there was much rejoicing. All right, now, Fisher. That's this guy. Yeah, that's this guy. So marine fisher, we just need more plastic sheets. Of course we do. Of course we need more plastic sheets. Why wouldn't we need more plastic sheets? I can get one plastic sheet. One plastic sheet. Ugh. Ugh. I feel like it's 250. Yeah, we could change that out. Let's change it.
Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever!
And we shall pull the lever. Didn't do anything. Oh yeah, check on the shears. Let's check on the shears. Yeah. We're getting leaves now. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. And we're up to 33 pieces of vacation
And
now.
keep breathing. Really stretch.
Time to stretch.
And back
Dracula
to center.
Jr. wants me to stretch. Hello, Dracula Jr. Oh. Ah. Woohoo. Yep, we are absolutely getting acacia leaves. It's important to move now and then. Yes, it is. You are not wrong. Yeah. Maybe it's 750? It doesn't.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O.
Time for hydration. Let us hydrate for 100 channel points. Delightful. Delightful. It's definitely not 750. Maybe it's 1,000. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't tell how much latex it needs to make a piece of dry rubber. Oh, but we got it now. That's good. That's good. We're still trying to build the fisher. I don't know what we're gonna get out of it, but we're gonna build it. And fisher. Now, if I put this in the water, and give it power, we'll get lots of fish. I mean, okay, that's sure. We have created ourselves a spaghetti network of epic proportion. Yes. Well, will I get I'm curious as to whether or not this is going to work in a one deep pool of water. It should, right? It should. It should. Doesn't it need water below it? So if I did... All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, yo. Here's what we're going to do. Let the water flow down 10 or 20 blocks. Well, so I don't think I can get an ink farm out of this because don't squids have to spawn in river biomes? I think squids have to spawn in river biomes. Right. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think we can let squids spawn in here because we're not in a river biome, but this fissure should give us ink sacs. Should. Okay. Glow squids would be great. I would love glow squids. Yeah, to be able to have glow squids, that'd be fantastic. Y'all, we have dropped 0 frames this stream. That's fantastic. Powered machine that automatically fishes, producing raw fish, treasure, and junk. Requires a 3x3x1 area of water directly below it. Consumes 5,000 FE. Upgraded for speed and efficiency. Not sure why it's not fishing. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. It does not seem to be fishing. Water source blocks. All right. I think I might know what the problem is. Yeah. Yep. So we don't have water source blocks. Yeah. All right, let's fix this. Yeah, we're going to fix this. We'll just fix it. It's fine. We will just fix it. I mean, I can absolutely... I like doing things the hard way. I like doing things the hard way. I don't think this will cause any problems doing this like this now. Nope, sure won't. All right, where's my buckets? I don't have any buckets. Why do I not have any buckets? I got buckets of fish. Best bucket is a mechanism tank. That's probably true. Okay, that should take care. Now playing on Pretzel Rocks, where have all the buckets gone? Yep. There. Now we have. Now we should have. Yeah, it's working now. It's working now. So we got puffer fish, we got salmon, we got leather, we got cod, we got rotten flesh. We'll let that run for a while, see what we get out of it. But that's fixed now, so that's cool. We got a little bit more done on the base build. We did some technology today. We got a latex processing unit and such, so we're getting dry rubber now, which is awesome. We got ourselves a dissolution chamber, so we can do all the industrial foregoing things, or some of them anyway. Does this keep giving latex? Yes. Okay. So that will consume that log, right? For all the mods 10, the world is pretty empty. Only one thing to say. I'm waiting for it.
Hey, you guys!
Woo! I think that is going to do it for today. I feel like I've accomplished a few things, and this is all within the last hour too, because we spent the first hour of the stream just kind of chatting. It was me and Darth, and some of you might have come around at the very end of it. Deether was here for a little while. I don't know if he's still here or not. So yeah, it's a good day. Oh. I'm all stretchy today, and I don't know why. I'm all stretchy today. So as a warm up, or not a warm up, as a refresher from what we talked about earlier, there were a couple of things that we talked about on the stream at the start of the stream that were kind of important little progress updates. One, last week we had trouble with the multi-stream chat thing. I used StreamerBot to combine the chats, and it stopped working. But Linux has a program called Bottles, and I was able to put StreamerBot into Bottles, and it works flawlessly now. It's working fine. We're not dropping any frames. We were dropping tons of frames. I fixed that. That was all based on bitrate. So we fixed that. And then we talked a little bit about potential progress on the laptop as far as getting it swapped over to Linux as well. There's a couple of programs that I have to get working. Otherwise, I can't make the switch. So we'll get there. Okay, let me hang on. That's 11, and then that, and then I've started working on a new design for the CNC router. I have some of the parts for it, but I am. So James, the desktop, the streaming PC is currently running Linux Mint, and it's running flawlessly. It's running great. I haven't decided if I'm gonna take the gaming laptop and move it over to Linux. I can't decide. I'm having trouble deciding between CachyOS or Bazite. I might just go to Mint across the board. There's a popular misconception out there that there are gaming versions of Linux. It's all Linux. You just have to be able to figure out what dependencies you need for things to work. And some Linux versions, some Linux releases are more optimized for running games, but any of them, as long as you can find the right dependencies, any of them should work. So, but I am considering CachyOS or Bazite as options, but I do love Linux Mint. I've been using it for years in non-production ways, so maybe. But yeah, so here we are. This is the latest and greatest developmental progress on the CNC router. I am recommitted to this project for the woodworking shop. I'm recommitted to it. So this is the base. I still need to get a lead screw down the center. And then I can start building up the top. Used Ubuntu for years and you're thinking of switching? I mean, sure. Ubuntu is... So the super mega ultra ultimate gaming Linux distro that you downloaded isn't necessary? No, it really isn't. It really is not. It really isn't. Actually, Wendell from Level 1 Techs has started putting out a new... It looks like it's a weekly series. He's on episode 3 right now on Linux stuff, like Linux news, but not really Linux news. What was the name of that video called? I don't have it handy right now, but I watched it this morning and it was good. It was kind of good. Laptop's 10 years old. Should actually think about replacing it. I mean, sure. For something like that, obviously a lightweight Linux version is probably the way to go. Yes, the Level 1 Linux channel. Yes. Yeah, some kind of lightweight Linux version for something that old is great. I have a laptop upstairs that's my quote unquote beater laptop. It's what I do a lot of my testing on, and it's roughly 8-ish. Maybe it might even be 10 years old now, but it's an old Dell, and I've got Linux Mint running on it. right now, and it's doing fine. It's doing fine. But anyhow, folks, I think that's going to do it for today because it's time. The time has come for us to say sayonara. The only thing I'm not sure about is for the CNC router is these are the stepper motors that I have. They're not all that powerful. They're NEMA 17s. Yeah. They're NEMA 17s. But they're not all that powerful, right? And for a CNC router, I think they need to be like, this would probably work fine for like a 3D printer, but for a CNC router, especially a CNC router that I'm doing hardwoods with, unless I'm taking like, 32nd of an inch cuts, it's not going to be powerful enough. So I am looking at different stepper motors and stepper drivers and power supplies. But that doesn't mean that I can't build the frame and get it started. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today. I certainly did enjoy streaming with you. If you like the stream, you know what to do. Hit the follow button, get notified every time we go live, which is just don't get framed, every Saturday at 9 a.m. 8:30. We went live at 8:30 this morning. But thank you all so much. I appreciate you hanging out with me. We'll come back. We'll do this again next Saturday. You are all invited. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, happy Easter. Are we going to raid somebody? Not today. Not today. Tomorrow is Easter. So if you celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you all. I know that we will be celebrating here. We've already started doing stuff for tomorrow already. So love you guys to pieces. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. We'll come back. We'll do this again next Saturday. You are all invited. But until then, get off my lawn. We'll see you later, everybody. Have a good week.